Hello? Hello and welcome to our show. This is Now You're Onto Something. We have a great theremin player in the studio, Andy Carlock, librarian.
That's right.
Yeah. And theremin player. Also the bass. Do you play any other instruments?
I dabble with them all.
Oh,
That was my hobby. I was on the road for a bunch of years, and my hobby was to buy an instrument and learn how to play it.
Would you say you're a musician first or a librarian?
I'm a musician first. I was a musician since I've been playing out since I was like in 7th grade,
How long have you been a librarian?
like 5 years.
Do you have to go to school for that?
Yeah.
How long do you have to go to school?
It's a two-year class usually. You get your master's in there, and then you go looking for a job.
Is it peaceful?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too peaceful sometimes.
Yeah. Not a lot of people are going to the library these days.
Well, I was a college librarian, so we have a lot of students come in trying to figure out how doing research.
Which college?
Capital Community College in Hartford.
My sister's trying to be a nurse. She's taking classes there.
Going, yeah, it's good. They have some good students there. They come in. Basically, my job was to come in, show them how to use the computers to find information and stuff like that.
Yeah, a little hands-on. We'll help them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a librarian. Yeah.
Yeah, you like
With
I
the
guess,
computer. Yeah.
you have books. Yeah, they're right over there. See, there's the books over there. Pick one out.
Use the Dewey Decimal System. And stuff.
Ah, Dewey. We're LC.
Oh, okay.
Dewey's Public. LC is the way to go.
Oh, okay.
That's what all the hip libraries do.
Oh, okay. I think I know what you mean. I think I remember it wasn't Dewey when I was in college.
The usually public libraries use Dewey, and then because then you're just sort of dealing with it. It's a little. Actually, it's kind of easier to find fiction because you can go by the author.
Did the guy who invented it run for president? Because I know it's like Dewey defeats Truman.
I think it's a different Dewey.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's a different Dewey.
There's also a duck named Dewey, right?
Yeah, that's one of that's one of Donald's son.
Yeah.
Dewey, Screwy, and Louie, or Huey, and
Dewey and Louie.
in the news.
Yeah, that's right. Our next guest right here is Mike Davis, Speedrun entrepreneur. He's coming up with a startup called I don't know, Speedrun Champs LLC.
Yeah,
I think.
that's it. It's a working title, but I think that's about it.
You train people or something like that?
Train's a rough word, but more or less try to teach them how to speedrun different aspects of their life.
Now, before the show, you told me you're the greatest speedrun
Yeah.
runner that's ever lived.
Yeah. I mean,
That's really great. So we have a theremin player and the greatest speedrunner that's ever lived. So this is gonna be a good show.
Throw in an elephant, we have a whole circus.
Yeah. Jeez, I'll be the ringmaster. Let's go down to the first question. All right. Now they say music comes from the soul, but what is the soul? Does it exist? Is it real? Is it a construct in the brain? Is it necessary to define, the self? What is the soul, and does it exist after death? I have to go with the speedrunner.
soul is just a miserable little pile of secrets.
Yeah.
It just sometimes lets you know things you need to know, but other times just doesn't.
Does it exist? Or,
Oh, well, I guess yes. It does.
and it's a pile of secrets?
Yes.
No more, no less.
That's pretty much it.
Okay.
Soul. Well, if you're playing music, you got to have a soul to be funky. But since they're not really talking music unless you talk about their soul, I think the music just ends up inside your head.
Yeah?
And you have you have music in your head, and you got to exercise it by
Work it
playing.
out.
Yeah, I mean, I have to listen to a radio when I go to sleep at night because when I go to bed,
It's too quiet?
I hear music in my head all night. I hear like songs I heard, songs I don't like, music that I'm thinking of. It just keeps me up all night.
you up,
So I
yeah.
put on the radio, listen to talk radio, and puts me to sleep.
I like talk radio a lot.
Oh, you listen to Coast to Coast at like 3 or 4
that's
o'clock in
even
the
better.
morning, and I sleep better listening to Ghost and the world blowing up than I do hearing music.
It can be too interesting sometimes. They'll have he says that 1 out of 3 Americans are Satanists.
Yeah.
And that like there's lizard people and they get their tails cut off and
Their eyes, they have video of their eyes changing and stuff like that. And it's pretty much every major person or celebrity is a lizard.
And and like Art Bell or George Norrie, they act like they have such a, I don't know, they suspend their disbelief on the show and they're just like, wow.
Yeah, they seem to like really treat
incredible.
the people like they really are.
Yeah,
They're not crazy.
Yeah, they're not.
Oh, that's fascinating. Yeah. You know, he's sitting there going,
My God. Okay. Now, where does the soul reside? The brain or the heart or somewhere else?
I keep mine in my fridge.
Huh? Soul.
Yeah, my soul's in the refrigerator, right next to the flounder.
Yeah. Does it have an expiration date?
Oh yeah, it's way past expiration date. It's like on the verge of don't sell by last week.
Yeah.
No, I think it's
In borrowed time.
I think the soul is like all over.
Yeah.
It's like in your hands, in your head,
Yeah.
in your feet. And it depends on what you're doing. You're showing the soul. If you're a good dancer, then you have more soul in your feet.
Yeah.
If you're a good musician, maybe you have more soul in your head and your hands.
Yeah.
And if you can draw, maybe you have all your
In your hand.
souls in your hands. Or playing video games, you're good at that.
What if you're a
Because it's all in your-
mathematician? Just in your head.
You'll have no soul if you're a mathematician. So that whole point is moot.
Well, I do a lot of physics and
So you're one of the soulless ones.
yeah. You can tell from my eyes. I have no iris. Okay. Next question. This is a question about work. America's a really work-driven society. They say we're supposed to be happy. We're supposed to work to be happy. Like busyness is happiness. But is that necessarily true? Can you be a complete human without working? Or, well, the question is more about the definition of work. Would you say that you are working even though it doesn't fall into the guideline, the American, framework of what working is, like a 9 to 5?
Yeah, well, playing music, it's work. I mean, you have to consider everything. It's not even so much the playing part. A lot of times we tell people, how do you, we'll give you this much money to play. And you say, well, no, it's not the playing part we do for free. It's the packing the car up, it's driving there, setting up, hanging out with your dull friends.
Oh, yeah.
Then packing the stuff up, driving home. That's what you're actually getting paid for. But when you're actually playing, it doesn't feel like work. Plus, it's like the only job you can do and really drink at.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's really
I
good.
said the magic word.
Yeah,
Drink.
that is a cool job. That's very cool.
That's good. But I mean, I've been playing music all my life, and like I said, I only started becoming a librarian like the last 4 or 5 years.
Mm-hmm. Also, before that, you were just.
Oh, I was just a musician. That's it. That's all. Traveled all over.
Where's the farthest you've traveled?
Up through the mountains of Canada, through the Canadian Rockies.
They're really cold.
Yeah, we were driving in a blizzard, speeding in a truck, and we passed a truck, and a few minutes later we got stuck in the road was closed, and the truck driver came out and started yelling at us.
For driving in the road?
Yeah, for passing them. You see these damn mountains, and you tried to look at there's the end of the cliff. It's like, whoa.
Yeah, I've been there. I've been yelled at by a trucker
Yeah.
a couple times.
But luckily, I used to on the road at that time with this older blues guy. So he just looked at the guy and pulled his gun out.
Really?
Yeah, he used to be an ex-cop, so he always traveled with a revolver in the van. Because you never know. I mean, he always traveled with cash and tons of equipment. So the guy started yelling at oh, you goddamn N-word. And the guy just goes, and the guy backed away.
Yeah.
And he got back in his truck, and that was it.
Oh, he got out of his truck.
The guy was at the truck. He was like yelling at our window.
Oh, no way.
So he just did that.
A little frightening.
At that time, we didn't even know he had it on him.
That's a pretty cool story.
It was interesting. We had a lot. That was the most interesting time I had on the road because it was like 3 years of not knowing where we were going.
You wouldn't want to break down in Canada, right up there, right?
Not up there.
Yeah, no, not up there. Let's see. Well, that's you. You're a speed runner. You know, is that work to you?
Well, the business is work, like
running the business,
teaching
running the show.
kids or guys or people how to like.
What about the
just
actual speed running? Is that work too?
It's more like a sport. You got to practice it till you're good at it, and then it doesn't. Like then you do it. Like the practice is work, and then also doing it is work.
So it's work.
Yeah, more or less.
They have slow running.
Oh, I don't know. That's a new business venture.
Maybe I can corner the market on slow running. That's the
So
way I
you
run.
just like leave it on, just not play it.
Walk away.
Yeah. Walk by it now
You
and
could have
then.
the longest continually running PlayStation. That's funny. Okay, this is one of those. I don't know. What are those questions where it's a creativity kind of question? Now picture a bag of garbage sitting on the street. A speeding car clips it, ripping it open, spilling trash violently across the sidewalk. It's blowing wind is everywhere. You know, it's like really. Let's say this is in December. You know, this is really. It's not very nice to be outside right now. Now name 3 things you see coming out of this trash bag.
Well, fish bones, but full fish bones. Looks like a little fish xylophone. See that? And I see a half-eaten container of ice cream.
Half eaten.
Half-eaten. They didn't like it. They found a dead mouse in it. So they threw it away. And then I hear the French police coming.
Yeah.
To arrest the guy who left the garbage on the road.
Nice. So this is in France.
Well, yeah. I mean, where else are you going to find garbage with fish bones in it?
Yeah.
I mean, that's not, it's not like really a Hartford, New Haven thing. It's France.
Like a Heathcliff.
The Vichy
cartoon.
Soir.
Yeah. Cool. Wait, you only named 2 things.
Well, that was the fleece. That was the third thing.
Okay.
But it actually didn't pop out of the bottle. Okay, the half-finished bottle of wine.
Definitely.
Again,
French.
finished, not finished, because they found a dead mouse.
Yeah.
Got a lot of dead mouse in.
In Paris.
Yeah, pretty much. It shows up in all the food.
I've I heard a story about like there's like a bag of salad that someone opened and put it in a restaurant and it had a dead mouse in it.
See?
And the person like is on the fork or something. It's really gross. It's really gross, you know. Who knows where rat poop lies? I'm sure there's rat poop in the trash bag.
Well, that's a given.
Yeah.
Especially if it's got like half-eaten food in there.
Yeah. Yeah. Who knows? It might have been ripped open to begin with from the mice. Same question to you.
Pizza box. Just a box. Maybe some pizza, because there's probably a dead mouse in it.
What is it? Yeah.
Especially if you get them from certain restaurants.
Yeah.
What do I throw? Eggshells, I guess. Like, you don't really do anything else with eggshells. I don't compost. I don't believe in that. It's too slow.
Dirty tissues, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'd go with
Kinda
dirty
gross.
tissues.
No.
Can I add coffee grinds?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm adding coffee grinds to my
I mean,
list.
there's way more than 3 things that are in this trash can. So trash bag. But we're gonna have to take a short break, and we're gonna come right back. I think we're gonna have a little confrontation with our speedrunner. I just got
What?
some words,
What are you talking
some very
about?
interesting news about you,
What-
Mr.
what?
Mike Davis.